Rosie from Rosie's Crafty Corner. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today we are going to learn how to make the single crochet. The last video that I made, we learned how to hold the yarn in our hands and to make a chain. But today we're doing the single crochet. So let's get started. Okay, so you have probably already learned how to hold your yarn and make a chain. I will do that here to show you, just to remind you how to do that, and then we'll get started with our single crochet. Okay, we're going to get our yarn. Left hand facing you with your palm up. You're going to wrap the yarn around your pinky, go up over the index finger, and then you are going to hold that yarn in place with your middle finger and your thumb. And with your hook, the hook part down onto that yarn in between your thumb and your index finger, you're going to twist it to make a nice little loop on your hook. Okay, that is how you are now ready to do the chain. So chaining, you grab it, twist it towards you, and pull it towards yourself and through the loop. And you continue doing that. And make sure to hold the chain as you do the chain. Otherwise, it'll be too loose, and you want to make sure things are nice and in a good tension. Okay, after you repractice that, we're gonna make chains in 6. So we're gonna do chain 6. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can see the chains right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So instead of going on and on and on with our chaining, we are now going to work back. All right. So we were already working to the right. Now we're going to go back and work down the chain to the left. Okay. So we're going to skip that very first chain. Right by your hook, we are going to skip that one, and we're going into the next one. You can see there's a little lip here, the little bump. You're going to put your hook in that bump. All right, so there's a hole. You can see that hole right there. All right, if you have to, you can spread it around with your fingers to feel it. But the hook goes right into that hole. All right, so second chain, we're not going to do the first one, which is by your hook. We're going to do the second chain. Put your hook in there, and you're going to come around the hook. It'll feel like the same doing a chain, but it's slightly different. So you're going to go around that yarn and to the left, and you're going to pull it towards yourself, but you're going to pull it through that little knot, that little hole right there where you put your hook. Okay, so you're going to pull it through, and I'll do it several times so you can see how it's done. And after that, you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. So now you're going to go back and twist more yarn and pull that yarn through both of those loops. So now you have made 1 single crochet in that chain. Let's do it again. So the next chain, you find the hole, put your hook through the hole, go around the yarn, pull it through that hole, go back under that yarn and twist, and pull through the 2 loops on your hook. And remember, it's always key to have good tension with the yarn on your hand. You don't want it too loose or too tight. Let's do it again. We'll find it the next chain. Here's the hole. We put the hook in the hole, go under the yarn, twist it, and pull it through that hole. Go back under that yarn and pull through both loops on your hook. So now you have another one. let's do it again. Through the hole, up and around the yarn, twist and pull through the hole. Twist the yarn and pull through 2 of the loops. Through the hole, up and around, pull it through, up and around, pull it through the 2 loops. And you've made 6 single crochets. Okay, interrupting the tutorial really fast. But because we chained 6 and we skipped that very first chain by the hook, we are only going to have 5 stitches. We originally had chained 6, but we skipped 1, so we were going to have 5 single crochets after that. Okay, so throughout you doing these single crochets in rows, remember you have to have 5 single crochets. If you don't have that, if you have less or if you have more, then something's not going right and you might have to just take the workout and restart. But remember, it's 5 single crochets. Okay, so now that you've done the single crochets through the chain, now we're going to do single crochets through the actual single crochets that you just did on that chains, okay? So what you're going to do is chain 1, which we know how to chain. So you go up through the yarn and pull it through to make 1 chain. Now what we're going to do is turn our project. So what turning simply means turning the thing you're making. So you're going to turn this to the left. As you can see, it was pointing over here to the right. We're going to switch it to make it point over to the left. Okay? So now we're going to go back down those single crochets that we just did. Okay? So to find single crochets, you're going to find that hole again. But instead of 1 hole, you are going to find the 2 lips right there on top. The 2 bumps. So you have to turn it to face you. You'll see 2 bumps right there. Okay? You have to go through both of those. Find that hole. Put your hook through that hole. So now you're underneath both those humps. Okay? So underneath those two humps, go around the yarn and pull it through that hole. And then pull the yarn through those two loops again. Okay? So find the 2 humps. You're going to go underneath those 2. Pull the yarn through. And pull that yarn through the 2 loops again. So now we are going to do 3 more since we've already done the 2. Hook underneath the 2 humps, pull the yarn through, and pull the yarn through both loops. Hook underneath the 2 humps, pull the yarn through, and pull the yarn through the 2 loops. And this is our last one. Yarn through. It may be slightly more difficult to find, but you can separate the stitches if you need to. Pull through and pull through both loops. Then now you have 5 more single crochets. And continue to do this. You're going to chain 1 after every row that you do. This is a row. Okay? So chain 1 and you're going to turn the project again and continue down and then chain 1 again and repeat. Okay? So practice that as much as you need to. You guys did absolutely amazing doing your single crocheting today. Keep practicing, and if you have to, make a bigger line of crocheting. Bigger than this, because this is pathetic. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe, like, and even comment if you like. Bye!